everybody. Is losing your temper hurting your marriage? Hi, it's Kelly, pastor, police chaplain, marriage coach, author of the book Turn It Up, How to Have the Lifelong Marriage That You Really Want. And I want to condense a 20-minute video into less than 5 minutes because this topic is so important. So recently I made a 3-part series on video of this message, and 3 parts. Each of them are about 20 minutes long, and I posted them on YouTube. And I want to, because I feel so passionate about this topic, I want to get it to more people. So I'm going to condense it to less than 5 minutes. And here we go. Is losing your temper hurting your marriage? All of us have anger issues, and anger, I think, is destroying a lot of marriages. Anger is damaging a lot of marriages and hurting them. And here's why. When we get angry, oftentimes what happens is that we say and do things that we regret later. But it's just like toothpaste. Once you squeeze the tube and out it comes, you can't put it back. And it is just damaging so many marriages, because what happens is this. All right. It is inevitable that your husband or your wife is going to do something that is going to make you angry. It just happens. We all mess up. We all make mistakes. So when they do that, if you think to yourself, okay, anger is a natural reaction. It's an emotion, and it's going to come to you. But what do you do with that anger? The Bible says this in Ephesians 4, verse 26. It says, in your anger, do not sin. Don't let the sun go down on your anger, which means that you have a choice. So here's what I want to encourage you to do. When your spouse does something and makes you angry, okay, you may just on maybe the natural thing, the way you normally do it, is you just explode all over them. And then you're just saying all kinds of things and you're just letting it all out and venting and telling him how bad he is and, you know, why he made you angry and all of this kind of stuff. Well, generally what happens, by the way, when you vent your anger like that, when you explode with anger, the person you're exploding over is going to defend themselves, right? And then what are they going to do? They're either going to fight back or they're going to run away. So it's either fight or flight, but neither of those things produces what you really want, which is to resolve the issue. So I want to tell you how you can be angry but not sin. And let's remember that when you're exploding, not only are you hurting the other person, you are hurting your marriage. You are damaging the ability for you and your spouse to have a great marriage. So I want to encourage you not to. Now, here's how to do that. The first thing you got to do when you feel anger just building up and getting a hold of you, you've got to recognize that you're about to explode. And if you do, bad things are going to happen. So what do you need to do? You need to step away and calm down. The next recording, by the way, I'm going to tell you more detail how to do that. But for this one, let me just say, go and have a couple of deep breaths. Just begin to breathe deeply, or better yet, have a drink of water. I guarantee you, it's going to change the way you feel. Then what happens? You need to think about what you want to say. And then you come back to your spouse and have a calm, confrontational conversation. And in another recording, I'm going to teach you how to do that. But for now, what I want to encourage you to do is don't let your anger explode all over the person that you love. If you want to have a great marriage, if you want to turn it up, if you want to have a lifelong marriage that you really want, don't allow anger to just overwhelm you and where you're losing control and you're hurting each other. You're saying things that you don't mean. You're doing things maybe that you'll regret later. So the key is to not let it happen. And the way to do that is to calm down. So like I said, if you want more information on this, I'm going to have the link to the 20-minute version of this talk in the notes here. But I encourage you to manage your anger. Don't let your anger just get out of control. Let's love each other and let's ask God to give us his help to do that. That's it for me today. God bless you. All of the more information about how to connect with me and find out what I can do for you is all in the notes. And the link to the longer version of this is there as well. That's it. God bless. Until next time, may God bless you and may God bless your marriage.